Welcome CFWE Live Talk. Today we got the old fart himself, Jim Shires, and we was just sitting here talking about delayed mics. He says only my mic does, not all mics do it. His was just on faster than mine was. We're gonna carry excuse me, part 2 segment.
No excuse for you.
Yeah, there is.
Why don't you step back a step?
My mama
introduce yourself. So
okay.
You're getting ahead of yourself.
I apologize. I'm the great Thumper Chapman. This is the has-been Jim Shires.
We need to cut that part out.
Everybody knows how great I am. Everybody loves me. Yeah, all the girls love me. Yeah. See, that's what he used to do back in the day. He did the little bunny fingers. We're continuing our discussion about, we got such a good response on what happened to pro wrestling.
We did?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, a lot of people was commenting. They're just not gutsy enough to actually put it. They want to email me privately or they want to call me on the phone. I'm like, why don't you put this on live air so everybody knows it?
Yeah.
So if the camera starts jiggling, that's because we just put a new body cam on the cameraman. And he's trying to drink whatever he's drinking with operating the camera. So he ain't quite figured out every time he breathes it jiggles, or every time he moves it jiggles, and
Did
so,
you check his drink though?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
If you start weaving back and forth, we know what's in that drink.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to do it this way, so that way I wanted to upstage him a little bit, get him off the tripod, and get him into carrying it. What? My wife just went off.
Your wife just went off?
I think I need to check his drink. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm telling you, something's going fishy here.
Because he's sitting there saying our mics are going on and off, and now that I see the camera going like this and like this, yeah. So
I think he needs to quit breathing so the camera stays still.
Yeah.
But
he got the wiggles today.
Thumper, let's talk a little bit about November 3rd show.
November 3rd, Donnie York.
Yeah, we got some interesting
South Extreme
matches
Pro Wrestling
coming up.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Well, I always love doing that show because we can actually really be ourselves, and I love picking on a lot of Frankie Rez's students there, especially Sam. I love picking on Sam. I seen on the Facebook today where she says she's just too much to handle. I'm like, lightweight.
Now, how long will we be doing these shows?
How long are we going to do them?
No, how long have we been doing them?
You talking about when we first started?
Yeah, over there.
Oh, over there. We've been there for probably about 2-3 months now.
That's the problem because Frankie's students still ain't figured us out yet.
They still no. Well, we've been doing this for almost 20 years now. I don't think nobody's figured it out. They just like it.
Yeah, they like it, but they still ain't figured us out yet. They don't know when we're serious or when we're goofing off. But they don't realize we goof off all the time.
Well, you know what amazes me? You've been doing this for 40-something years. I've been doing it for 20. And out of all them years, you're the only one that has ever took the experience from 2 different eras and come together and actually work together. We see guys from 2 different eras that can't even work a match together. They can't even do a promo together. Me and you get on, we just have a blast, and they're sitting there scratching their head trying to figure out how we do it. Yeah.
Well, to me, I think they need directions how to work a match.
Pretty much.
They get lost a lot in the ring. But the November 3rd show in Port Richey, I don't know if you know it or not, we're bringing up a Russian chain match coming on.
Oh, God, I ain't seen one of those in years. Yeah. Well, we got the match between Billy McLeod and Sammy C, and they promised us they would slow down this time so we could actually commentate it. Because I call him a spot monkey. I said, you spot monkeys got to stop so we can actually call the match. I said, me and Jim sits back there and we play tic-tac-toe. We play, was that, where they used to go like this?
Patty cake.
Yeah. I said, we do everything else besides commentate y'all's match. And the next thing you know, there's a winner.
And this time a title's involved.
Yeah, and we got...
if he loses his title.
And I just heard that Jay Murder and Ronnie York's going to have a loser leaves town match.
Yeah.
I think it was for like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, pretty much. But I thought they were letting the fans, I guess the fans had called in or texted him in and told them that's what kind of match they wanted because they were leaving it up to fans to find out what they wanted. And I guess that's what they wanted,
Yeah,
a lose or
was
leave
leave-
town match.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're bringing up matches back in the NWA days.
Well, I got to give the devil his due. You know, Ronnie York, yes, he can work because he's very old school. But you got Jay Murder coming in. Jay Murder's fast. He's new school. He's worked old school. He's worked new school. I mean, he's worked every kind of school you can think of. So to see them two in the ring, you know, it's going to be pretty interesting because it's kind. I like to look at it like chess. Yeah, you got your old school chess player. You got your new school chess players. Now, what do you do? Because most of these new school guys don't know how to work old school. But when you take that new school guy that knows how to work old school, that's when it's going to get interesting because can Ronnie York pull anything new out of his bag that Jay Murder hasn't seen?
I think that's the reason he brought up this match. Because
Might be.
I'm thinking he don't know how to handle Jay Murder.
This might be.
And he's figuring, well, if I could cheat to win or whatever I need to do to win, then I can get rid of him. I won't have to worry about him.
Well,
I think that's what it really comes down to.
Well, you know, Jay Murder, he's been around. Of course, you know, he's worked with us for a lot of years. We've seen him come up into business from a young boy. You know, he's worked for us. He's been in the ring with us, you know. And, you know, we've done some polishing up on him here and there. So, you know, is he a handful for Ronnie York? Yeah, I would have to say.
Yeah.
But on the same half, is Ronnie York a handful for Jay Murder? You can't hear me. No, you can't. See, I told you I need to check his drink.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah.
Well, you know, back in the day, you know, we've known New York's for many, many years.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day, with his, he's gaining a little bit of weight now, but back in the day, I think he would have stood up with Jay Murder.
Well, you show me one guy between 1990 to 2017 that Donnie York hasn't had in some direction of training, showing him something, or having some kind of impact on their wrestling career. I don't think nobody can do it because at some point York has stepped in and given him advice, showed him something in the ring. I mean, even with me, I mean, you know, they've showed me some of the most dirtiest handed moves in the ring. Yeah, and it amazes me how, and you know, everybody hates the Yorks. I mean, they really, let's face it, Donnie and Ronnie York's very sneaky. You know, me and Donnie was talking the other day. Donnie would be the first one to slap you upside the head and tell you call your mama. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, on the same behalf, a lot of times if he likes you, he'll be the first one to step in and teach you something new.
Right.
So, you know, that's going to be pretty interesting, too. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing. But what we're talking about today, you know, about pro wrestling, yeah, the way it should be, the excitement, the thrill of it. I think the fans have lost that because goes back to step one, how guys are trained.
Well, not only is how guys are trained, it's just, it seems like it's, well, let's call it back in the day where you got more Indians and you got more chiefs and more than Indians and stuff. And it's just, it's bad for the business, but...
I'm picking on the cameraman because every time he goes, the camera goes, whoop.
The workers seems like they don't care anymore.
They don't. They really. Well, and the problem is, you know, I go back to they think they're superstars. My mic is staticky. Give her 2 seconds. It'll be fine. Can you hear me? Okay. I don't know what to do about this cameraman.
I know. He didn't have a problem last month, but now since he's been drinking that drink over there.
He's over there shaking the camera. He's like, your mic is staticky.
Right.
Like people can't hear him over here, yeah.
You know, if everybody go on Facebook and listen to Jim Cornette's view of wrestling nowadays, and you'd be amazed. And he's like us.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There's no respect in the business no more.
Nope.
People want to do what they want to do. Don't care about the promoters.
Yeah.
They just want to jump in the ring and jump around and have their hand raised and give me a title and I want to go home.
Well, you know, and you know, you brought up a good point with Jim Cornette. You know, when And would you like for me to change mics?
Okay. Pause the camera for a second.
Okay.